Corbin has only been in this program for 3 months and he just cleared $93K in a single month.
Before I joined this program, I was honestly still lost and I had no idea what I was going to do.
Yeah, so if you could just show the dashboard so everyone can see. That is crazy. Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're with the boy Corbin. So before we get into anything, just go ahead and tell us how old you are, where you're from, and kind of what you were doing before you joined the program / started dropshipping.
Before I joined the program, I'm 19 by the way.
Yeah.
20 years old soon. But before I kind of joined Joe's program, I had been working in entrepreneurship. I have a photo booth business that I had been working on since graduating high school. So for the past two or so years, I was, and still currently, kind of on the side, running a photo booth business. I've always wanted to kind of run my own thing. So I went to Brock University for a year with a double scholarship, but I just knew it wasn't for me. So I ended up pursuing entrepreneurship.
Fire.
Here I am now.
Fire. So just take me back to school, like in high school and even in university. Did you kind of know that this wasn't cut out for you, or did you kind of not know? What was your thought process when you were in school, and what kind of made you, I know you said you wanted to run your own thing, but what directly kind of made you want to get out of it and kind of eventually get into dropshipping?
I went to university right after high school.
Right.
It's hard to say now, but I would like to say that I was a little uncertain.
Yeah.
And my parents definitely wanted to see me take my time on some things, so they definitely pushed me to kind of make a decision.
Right.
Which is, again, I don't blame them, and they definitely helped me with some of the schooling and some of the expenses too. So nothing's on them.
Right.
So I mean, growing up in an Asian household is kind of like, okay, what do you want to do? Are you going to become a doctor? And I was like, okay, well, in high school, I did well in school. I did well for myself, and I knew how to study. So at the end of the day, I do believe that if I chose and wanted to become a doctor, I still could. Right. I just knew it just, that lifestyle is just not for me.
Wanted to be your own boss, eh?
Yeah. When I was considering becoming a doctor, I eventually wanted to obviously fund myself and make a living for myself, but I did still, and I still do actually, I really want to help people. Right. So, being a doctor is like, okay, well, that's, it's pretty clear how you're helping people there, right? Right. So, I was like, okay, well, maybe this could work. But, going through 1 year of biology, and still doing well. I didn't choose to drop out because, it wasn't cut out for me. I was doing well. It was just, I just knew there was something off. Yeah. Knowing that I would eventually have a job in which I couldn't set my hours. I could be working who knows where in Canada, get placed in a super stressful environment. So, right. When it comes to medical studies, I don't think it's a secret. It's probably one of the most challenging and stressful endeavors to take. Yeah. Which is, frankly, I didn't really want to sign up for. Yeah. I still believe I could if I wanted to, but again, that's just
yeah, for sure.
What I'm choosing.
Cool. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I think you kind of relate to a lot of the people who do dropshipping. Like, I don't consider myself an idiot, but at the same time, like, I do not see myself doing school, and I do not see myself living that lifestyle, as you mentioned, where you are in very little control of where you are in life. So kind of take me through the process of you doing dropshipping. Like, you had tried dropshipping before you joined the program. You had never heard of it before. You knew what it was. Like, what was kind of your thought process, and how quickly were you able to, get your first sale and doing the crazy numbers that you have done? Like, what was the timeline, and kind of talk me through that. And then once we do that, we'll talk about how I was able to help you actually do that.
Yeah. So when I joined this program, like, I had zero experience. Experience in dropshipping. I had no idea what the heck I was doing. Yeah. when it comes to ads or market research, product research even, yeah, zero experience.
Yeah.
And that was I think I want to say it was just before like Christmas time. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
That was around December.
Yeah.
And I can't remember when I made my first sale. I think it was like two months afterwards. Like maybe I could pull it up. December or so.
Yeah.
And I got my first sale midway through January. So
Okay.
It took me about a month. Okay.
A month?
So my dates aren't exactly accurate.
I don't think if I remember correctly, I think you joined like very late December. So I think like
late December?
Like very late, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah. Around
when I joined, but
yeah. And then
was my first sale.
First sale. Big moment, first sale, eh?
Oh yeah.
I remember my first sale. I was in bed. I was jumping up and down. But talk to me about how long it took you to get to your big month. We're not gonna tell the people what your big month was yet, but from you started late December, really got into it early January, if I remember correctly. How long did it take you to start clicking, and then how long did it take you to actually start making money with this?
To start clicking, it took pretty quickly. It was very fast. It was like 3 months. I mean, if I started late December, it was literally like
2 months, really.
3 months later. Yeah. 3.5 months later.
Because you started your product like early March, right? So that's like literally 2.5 months.
I think it was March.
Yeah.
We could pull it up too. Yeah. Okay, it was March. Actually, yeah, early March. Actually, it was March 7th.
That's the first day you ran your order.
Yeah, that was the first day I ran the product.
Yeah. So talk to me less so about the time and more so about what you learned, like how ads work, how market research works, product research, everything, studying competitors. Like, how did you learn so fast, and how was I able to help you with this? That might be kind of like a very open-ended question, but if you're able to kind of remember, because I know everything happens so fast, but what the process was of you learning and like how you were able to do it so fast. Because again, realistically, like most people are not going to just start completely as beginners in a business model and literally make a lot of money in 2 months. Like that's good for you, but it's not very common, right? So how were you able to do that, and how was I able to help, basically?
Yeah, so to be completely clear, when it came to finding a good product, that's like the type of thing that anyone I think that's more of the easier part.
Yeah.
And I kind of understood that. When I kind of learning, I kind of just understand that there's certain things I don't want to bother you with. Like if it's a question like, oh, how do I set up my pixel?
Yeah.
You know, for the most part, like anyone can figure that stuff out.
Yeah.
And when it came to the product, finding a winning product, I pretty much understood what I was looking for.
Right.
Right? Like when I went through my first, 10 products or so, it was kind of like, okay, everything's super cool. Everything seems super cool. But as I kind of, got to like my first 1 month, even like a month stacking on after that, it's kind of like everything kind of started to click more. Like I started to realize, okay, this product, I mean, it's been around for so long. There's nothing really that new about it.
Yeah.
And it's really after I made my first sale where it was like, okay, like I could pretty reliably start choosing products, and it would like maybe get one sale or maybe get 2 sales.
Yeah.
Not being profitable, but it was decent. It was a decent start. Like,
right.
Okay, we're gaining some traction.
Yeah, all about direction. Like I remember at the start, you would send me the sheet that I gave you, and then like literally like a month in, you stopped sending it because I realized that you were just picking them on your own, which is obviously a sick thing that you were able to just realize, because at the end of the day, obviously I'm a little bit more experienced, but we're both looking at the same products. We both know what a good product should look like, and as long as it fits most of the criteria, you're good to test it, because that's the name of the game, right? Just speed and efficiency. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but it doesn't hurt to test it, right? Like a lot of tests can be done in like a day or two, so it doesn't hurt to test products. And I think you did a good job at like realizing that fast, and that's why you're able to kind of learn fast and develop fast.
Yeah, like I kind of remember too when I was going through it. I think my first potential winner that I sent to you, you were literally like, I had to like explain it to you.
Yeah, it was weird, right?
Like, yeah, I told you the product, but then I had to like explain it to you why it was so good, because like I had done the research into the product myself.
Yeah.
Which it might have been like, I guess, like kind of a turn off to some other people who might look at it and be like, okay, like what's special about this? This is so like, this looks like a dumb product.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's like, so I kind of understood that too. Like, even if I show you a product and you don't understand it at first, like why I chose it, like I understood in my own mind following your, like the criteria you sent me, that I was like, okay, this is like a different product.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal with everything, to just, I'm obviously here to help you, but at the end of the day, you're trying to learn it for yourself and be able to implement it without any hand holding. So, I guess we can get to the point where we talk about numbers. So you guys have been waiting for this moment. So Corbin just started dropshipping in literally late, he says late December, but he really only like got into everything early January. Go ahead and show them your numbers in February, so they can kind of get a good understanding of what it might look like.
These.
So he made $500. $500.
Technically, maybe second month or so.
Yeah.
So I did $528.
And only 13 orders. 13 orders in February. So go ahead and show them March.
And with March, if I just change this. Yeah.
He did 91K in March. That is crazy. Okay, cool. That's good. Yeah, that's obviously insane. And he did $91,000 in rev in his third month of drop shipping. So obviously that's incredible. Like, shout out to you. That's very amazing. And no matter what help you get from people online, like that is still a lot of work. And I know that, you know, he was one of the, if not the most on top of a guy. He was texting me every day, asking me questions, just on top of things. And that's really just what it comes down to. If you put in the work every single day, as long as you have the right guidance and you have the right direction, you're going to find a winner. And some people call it luck. Some people say, oh, you just got lucky, like you're just testing random products. But there definitely might be a little bit of luck in there. You don't know exactly how Facebook is going to react to the products and the ads that you throw up there. But how I look at it is, if you have that right direction, even if there's a 25% chance or a 20% or 15% chance, all you have to do is try it 10 times, 15 times, whatever the number is, and you will eventually succeed. And obviously, amazing job. He has all of the knowledge that he needs now. But when he was first starting out, all he was doing was trial and error with my guidance. And obviously, that we're making it sound super easy. There was a lot of hard times. And before we kind of conclude or get into the next part of our interview, do you want to tell them about some of the problems that you faced with Shopify, kind of the sourcing issue we could talk about, and then we could talk about the payment issue after?
Yeah, I remember telling you, my supplier originally had quoted me a certain price for the product, but I guess, I don't know, I think at the time it was like due to the war or something, like the price just went up by like, I think I want to say it was a pretty decent jump, like 30%, 30% total price increase.
And that, you guys might not think 30% is a lot, but in dropshipping, when your margins are already like somewhat slim, that kills everything. Like, cost of goods is very expensive in this space. So his supplier cost went up, and I think it was able to be resolved, but he had to look at getting a factory and ordering a minimum quantity of. It was pretty complicated, but yeah, we were able to figure it out with the supplier. But basically, he was going to have to order the product to a factory in the US to kind of make it easier and cheaper, because ordering in bulk would be cheaper, and that's not even drop shipping at that point. But yeah, he had a bunch of issues. He had his payment processors get taken down. He had to apply to some offshore ones because he was scaling so fast, and he went from literally a $500 month to almost a $100K month literally in 1 month, which is crazy. And I think, did anything else happen, or were those the two main issues?
Oh yeah, I think I told you about the Stripe one. I applied for Stripe or whatever, which is a pretty mainstream one too.
Yeah.
They rejected it too, so
yeah.
So they're still holding money too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good issue too. They're still holding my money.
Yeah.
I don't know what I include, but So I applied around to, I want to say, 2 or 3 other payment processors, and I got rejected by a lot of them.
Yeah.
For
He learned very quickly that it's a lot more complicated than it seems. Like a lot of people from the outside looking in, they just think dropshipping is like simple, build a store and then run ads to it and get rich. But obviously it's not that simple. Like you run into so many roadblocks, and I remember being on like a couple hour calls with this guy just trying to figure out these issues, because when they're done, like when you resolve the issue, you're like, oh, this is like, you don't even remember it, but in the moment you tweak out. You're like, oh my god, I did all this work, I made all this money, and I'm about to lose all of it. So it's very like, I don't know, every problem seems bigger when you're in it. But yeah, he went through a lot of the problems with ecom, and he was able to figure it out. And as I want to tell you, like you started ecom in January. Like you're still very, very new to it. And like, I just want to tell you, like, not even for this call, like you genuinely have so much more. As long as you keep your drive and you keep your work ethic, like you're going to do crazy things with ecom. As long as you literally just keep the same work ethic, because it's a linear growth when it comes to ecom. Like at the beginning, the first month too, you don't really know what you're doing. And then when you hit a winning product, you learn so much more from that winning product, scaling it, dealing with all of the issues, the supplier communications, literally everything. And then like, it becomes so much easier after that. And I'm sure like you probably like, obviously it's a pretty big game, and like, I don't want to say that you're a master of your craft or anything, but you probably feel like you are very capable in the space now with literally only I guess it's coming up on 4 months, which is pretty sick. So I know there's a lot of things with dropshipping, and a lot of them are very like minute when you like talk about them, but like I said, in the moment or when you're going through them, they feel big. But if you could pick 1, 2, 3 things, what would you say the biggest things that my program helped you with in terms of just getting to where you are now?
Yeah, definitely scaling.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I told you this, but I have found like one like decent product that I mentioned it to you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, how hard can it be to scale it? So I don't know what I ended up doing, but I was like, it's hard to find like good information that'll actually like help for the beginner stages. So I was like searching on YouTube, like, okay, how do I scale? Like, should I do this, that? And I ended up following some YouTube video online. Yeah. And it ended up screwing over my product. It was like doing sales. Like it actually looked like a winner, and I was excited about it. But then I was like, I followed this video. It's like, guys, like, okay, how to scale it. Yeah. And then I tried running it again, and by that time, it was like already on it. Like it's too late. Yeah. So that was pretty sad. But so I took down the important note. I just reached out to you. I was like, okay, how do I actually scale a product? This did not work. Yeah. And then what do you know? $90K in a month. Yeah, crazy. That was the biggest thing. I reached out to you. You really helped me out. Like could not. Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like with dropshipping, like everyone watching this video, you already know there's gonna be a fuck ton of like stuff online that you can just go to and watch. But the thing with dropshipping, I like to explain it as like, it's almost like a language. Like there's context for everything. There's tone to everything. Same with dropshipping. Like there's context to situations, and there's like different situations where you would do different things. So I'm sure that YouTube video could work, but it probably just wouldn't work in your circumstance. And that's why like having a real person to help you. I mean, even ChatGPT, like I'm sure everyone who does ecom is best friends with ChatGPT. You probably have a plus plan. You probably send it screenshots all the time. It's not the same as someone who's actually done it. And like this comes from me, who started as a complete beginner and tried to do it without a mentor. And I quickly realized it's not worth your time. And obviously, you're on a testimonial call right now, but I hope that you can kind of say this honestly. Like, where do you think you would be at if you hadn't joined the mentorship? And like, would you say that it was 100%, or would you say that it's worth it? And would you tell other people to join this program or a program, or would you tell them to just do it by themselves based on your own experience? I mean, from my own experience, it's literally a matter of asking someone, would you pay $1 to make $10? Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's clear as day. It's like, right. I would pay that dollar again and again if I had to. So it's like, you can't even, it's not only that, it's not like I just made that $10 once. It's the fact that I know how to make that $10 again, turn $1 into that $10. Right. So it's like, I really can't put a number on the skill.
Right.
Like the skill is what matters. Like the fact that I learned how to do it is what really matters, and I can't really put a price tag on it.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I don't think I could do this by myself. Like this,
right.
I mean, I literally told you I tried doing it by myself, and I wasted my winning product.
Yeah.
And then I have to find another.
So yeah, what would you say to the people that are just like, let me do it myself, and then maybe if it doesn't work, I'll join? Like, what would you say to those people? Because I've had people that are serious about it, that have the money to invest, but they're just like, let me try it out first, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with that is, I mean, it's as you say, there's just so much information out there, and you know, even the fact too that like at one time the information might have been good.
Yeah.
But ecom is like, it's always changing.
Right.
And you know, unless you're in the game, like as of right now, like it's almost
right.
I'd say it's impossible
Yep.
to do it without
exactly
success. You know, if you want, and like the thing is too, it's like, okay, you could try to do it yourself, and you know, use your capital or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can literally see in 3 months' time, like, this is how much money is gonna be.
Yeah.
You know, not talking about profit or anything, but this is the money that's flowing through you now. All that money.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like pennies.
Literally.
It's like pennies looking back. It's like,
yeah. Yep.
Because like that, it just returns.
Exactly.
You find that winning product, and then you actually have the resources to actually scale it up.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna have a winning product, and then I don't even know what's gonna happen to it because I don't know what the, you know, what I'm doing here. Like exactly. I have no idea what I'm doing with my first one. So it's like, okay, if I hit it, like it might just be luck. But
right.
if I actually, you know, follow the advice of someone who's doing it, you're gonna have a lot more success at actually being successful, and you're gonna actually know what is a real mistake and what's just like bad luck.
Right.
For example, you know, this payment processor thing, you know, it might have just been bad luck, you know.
Yeah.
Shopify merchant people or whatever, they said they've been auditing a lot of people at just this particular time. Again, I couldn't know that unless I had Joseph, you know, telling me about the people he knows doing dropshipping too. It's like, it's a whole network of like knowing that, okay. Or even, that actually reminds me too, like even just the network of the people that you know, like you telling me, for example, this was just a bad day for the market. Don't worry about what you lost. It's just a bad day overall for everyone.
Yeah.
Like I've had those. It's just like, okay, you know, without that, like I don't know anyone who dropships in my life other than Joseph.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think it's like that for everyone.
Yeah, and most people. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, it's an open network. Like there is a lot of free stuff on the internet, but again, it's all very surface level and it's never personalized info. And as I said before, like the language thing, like there's never just gonna be one set plan that everybody can follow and get money. Like it's always just gonna be if X then Y. Like you got to figure out your situation before you make your decisions based on it. And having a mentor, I mean, he knows it, I know it. But yeah, as Corbin said before, it's all about returns. Like, would you rather? Because I'm gonna sit here and be honest. Like, if I had sat on my room and did dropshipping and used free resources, who's to say I wouldn't succeed? It would take a lot longer. It'd probably take over a year, but I probably would succeed if I cared enough and had enough determination. But who in their right mind is going to fail for a year straight, lose thousands and thousands of dollars, and see no direction and no gain, right? The whole point is direction. Like, I don't know about you, but I am willing to work as hard as humanly possible as long as I know that I'm on the right direction. If I get a sense of I'm on the wrong path and I'm doing the wrong thing, it's like that work is useless, right? It's like, shout out to all of my boys going to university, but you know, university, you can work as hard as you want, but think about the ceiling that you're going to be at when you're on university. You can make a lot of money, but a lot of money, what are we talking about? 200, 300K a year? You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the path that you're on. And if you're on the right path, you should be willing to work as hard as humanly possible. Corbin worked his ass off. I remember him texting me like pretty much every day. He was locked in. He was testing products left, right. And that's why he's here today. Not everybody who joins the program is going to be as locked in as him. So that's just how it works. You get in you get out what you put in. Okay, so final couple of questions would be, how has money, the idea of money and the idea of freedom and work changed for you since you started dropshipping and since you started making quite a bit of money with dropshipping? Like, how has your mindset changed?
It definitely made a huge change. And like, again, like I'm rich by no means.
Yeah.
But when I did this 90K month, it really like puts into perspective like how money works and how you can actually, you know, get a lot of it for yourself.
Right.
The way people talk about money, it's almost like we're taught that it's so taboo to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, never ask a man how much he makes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if people know I made 90K in a month.
Yeah.
Okay, it's revenue, first of all.
Yeah.
I personally do not care. Not because I think I'm rich or I want you to think I'm rich. I want you to know that this is so possible, and it's almost like we've been programmed to believe that 100K in a year is like
normal. Yeah.
That's like the goal. That's like the goal.
Yeah.
Why do we not talk about money? Why do we lock it away? We never ask people how much they make.
Yeah.
And it's like this taboo thing.
Yeah.
When I first experienced how much money is flowing actually through my business, and you know, then going to the supplier, then going to the it really puts into perspective like how much I don't know, just how much wealth is actually out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That someone like me, a 19-year-old kid, in 3 months could see.
It's crazy.
In his own bank.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's actually mind blowing. It's insane, and it's always been. Again, it's always been just a meme. It's like, okay, I'm using this in order to, you know, basically just put it back in. I like to say I'm pretty frugal with my money. I don't like to spend it very much.
Yeah.
And I've always been, you know, I've always wanted to just use that money for exactly this exact purpose, finding a product and using the money as it was intended to be used.
Right.
To make more money.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, as you said about like the how people don't want to talk about money, this is kind of related to the interview, but if you're watching this video and you're in high school or even if you're in university, I just see it as, why would you not take those 4 years and all of the capital that you're putting into, you know, your school and your living and residence, whatever, and put it into something that has higher ROI potential? Because you can make a living off uni. No one is saying that you can, but a lot of people, they are just in university because they don't think there's another option. And I'm here to tell you, and Corbin is proof, and I'm proof, and there's proof everywhere on the internet that you don't have to take that route. And yeah, it might be scary. Yeah, it might be a little bit, you know, frightening at first, but it's worth to take the risk, man. And I'm living proof of it. I never wanted to go to school. He wanted to be a doctor. Look where he is now. I mean, obviously, you know, if you actually have a passion to be a doctor, you actually have a passion to be whatever you want to be, I'm saying go chase that. But if you're just going to university because you want to make a living for yourself, a good living for yourself, you don't have to go to university. You know, you can talk to your parents, you can convince them, you can take control of your life is basically what I'm saying. And
I can add into that too. Like, again, I don't really want to speak for the people in my life, but from mostly what I see, it's almost like people, they choose like a path or a program that, you know, they think they would like, but at the end of the day, they're not even passionate about it.
Yeah.
They're just taking it as a means. Like, okay, I want to be able to eventually afford my own things. How do I do that? And they just choose that as their means. And it's like, okay, if you don't have any passion for it, like, there's so many better means.
Exactly.
So many better means.
Yeah.
Like, passion is the only thing that should keep you there.
Exactly.
In my opinion. Or if you want to just take that passion and eventually start your own business. But again, yeah, from what I see, mostly, even just like the way people talk, like they don't really care about their studies. They just want to pass. They just want to get good grades. They don't really, you know, they dread studying.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think they don't really have passion for it.
Yep.
You know?
Most people don't. Most people just have no direction. And that's the thing, like work, society teaches you that like work and your career defines you, but I mean, again, this has nothing to do with dropshipping, but I don't think that it does. And I think that, you know, your worth and your personality and who you are as a person should not reflect on what you do for work. I think that work is, again, as Corbin said, a means. And That's why we're drop shipping. You know, we don't like, you know what I'm saying? We'd rather not go out and work from 9 to 5 because anyone can do that. And anyone can do this too. It's all about, are you willing to fail? Are you willing to fail first? Are you willing to go negative first? And if you are, then, you know, I would say drop shipping is for you as well. Do you have anything else that you want to say?
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but again, if anyone who knows me is watching this, I was very close to going to, again, work a job. I was literally so close to like grabbing my application paper or my resume or whatever. I don't even know how to make a resume. I was about to go to Tim Hortons and apply. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. I would have used that job as a means though. That was not the end.
Yeah.
I was literally, again, the point was I was so close to doing it. So close. But it literally turned around just like that.
Yeah.
I was literally telling everyone okay, very, very few people around me that like, okay, I'm probably going to have to get a job in order to continue to fund this.
Yeah.
Now, it's not so that I can take that money from that job and just pile it up and never use it again. To be honest, I kind of sold some of my investments in stocks to make this happen because I believed in it.
Right.
I've made far more money drop shipping than in the stock market.
Yeah.
I've literally been in the stock market, and I think you remember me telling you about that. It's kind of like a buzzer beater product.
Yeah, exactly. Can change fast. I mean, I was working at Sobeys when I found my winner and I quit. Like, work a job to fund it. Like, don't work a job to make money. That's not the goal.
Yeah, it's the means. The point is to fund the dream.
Okay, cool. All right, so before we end, I'm going to leave Corbin. Do you want to add anything or tell the people anything before we go?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you. Thanks for having me on this call. It was a pleasure. As well, thanks to anyone who's watching this, and know that you can do it. All right, I was literally in your shoes just a second ago, not too long ago, maybe a couple months ago. It is possible, and it sucks because everyone's going to make fun of you, but you can do it.
Everyone will make fun of you at the start. People still probably make fun of me. People are going to watch this video and laugh. But yeah, the program that we're talking about is going to be linked in the bio, in the description of this video. Serious people only is going to be an application-based thing. So if you are interested in joining it and joining the program that Corbin has been so successful in, go ahead and and fill in the application below. And me or someone on my team will get back to you in a couple of days. But thank you guys for watching, and peace.